Hey, how's it going? Back in for another daily check-in, and today is really just about one thing and one thing alone, and that is the commitment I made yesterday in the daily video about phoning up a company and saying, hey, look, this is what I do. I'm interested in finding out more about what you do with regards to well-being and supporting the physical health and mental health of your employees, and potentially looking at how we might be able to work together in the future. And I said yesterday that I was going to make at least one of those phone calls. And did I do it? Kind of. I did do it, but I ended up having to leave a voicemail, which was a rather excruciating process because I thought, that's okay, leave a voicemail, no problem. The guy kind of had sort of half knew me, the company I was approaching, so it wasn't a complete cold call. But then I found myself kind of going into all this detail as to, messages I've already sent, which he hasn't got back to, which is fine, and the stuff I've done with the company in the past, and just I was like, George, you've got to kind of find a way of stopping this message right now. So I did it, and I'll follow up again with another call and probably another message as well. But I was kind of thinking about, why did I find it so difficult to kind of make a phone call like that? It seems like a really kind of straightforward thing to do and a really obvious way to kind of progress, kind of build the speaking business, yada, yada, yada. And it comes down to a few things. First of all, I hadn't been completely clear on a number of things. And when I talk about procrastination, I talk about one of the major factors in procrastination is when there's a lack of clarity. And that's exactly what has been the case for me. So I haven't really known exactly who I should be phoning in various companies. And I haven't really been super clear on exactly what I'm going to say, because I don't know what their situation is. And the advice I was given from my telephone expert friend, Anthony, was to just kind of get into the conversation and just find a better, more convenient time for them to have a chat about what they're doing with the subject, in this case, well-being in the workplace. But even that felt a little bit kind of wishy-washy, and I was just, when I was thinking about making this phone call, I was like, well, what actually am I going to say? So anyway, that was the first thing. I kind of feel like I've got over that, because I still picked up the phone, made the phone call. Okay, I had to leave a message, but I feel like, all right, I'm off the mark there. But the second thing was that, I'm approaching companies that I feel like there's a chance of me actually doing some work with, and so there's a part of me that doesn't want to screw it up. Because maybe I only got one chance at this, and if somebody says no to me, then I'll be like, right, okay, well, I've burnt that bridge, need to move on to someone else. And so I kind of do I approach companies and use them as sort of practice, or do I go for the people who I really do want to work with right now and or in the near future, and risk burning those bridges at this stage whilst I'm still building up the confidence, building up the how I will sell myself, for want of a better expression, over the phone. So yeah, it's I hadn't really ever thought of it like that, but I think that is a part of my challenge as well. So I'm going to find out a little bit more about how I can kind of overcome that. And the third thing is that I've spoken to so many speakers who don't do any of this. And I guess, like, my ideal scenario from the beginning of the year was to be all about the inbound marketing. So all I have to do is keep putting out content, keep doing great work, keep doing what I do, and people will be knocking on my door, and I won't have to do any of this salesy stuff. And knowing that there are people out there who are doing it like that makes me then feel like, oh, I shouldn't be having to do this anyway, and it feels like a chore. And therefore it's something I don't want to do. So there's kind of three, what I think to be fairly big reasons that I need to overcome, because they're just beliefs. That's all they are. They're just beliefs. They're not facts. They're just beliefs. And none of them are insurmountable. But they're probably the major reasons why I have this kind of these hang-ups about getting on the phone and calling people up. Maybe even just talking about it like this is giving it energy. Maybe I just need to stop talking about it. You know what? Let's do that. From now on, I love calling companies up and finding out who the best person would be to speak to about their wellbeing programs, because I know that I have something that can be of massive value. What I do makes a difference. And that's not just, that's not me just saying this. I know that, and I firmly truly 1000% believe that to be the case. So that is now going to be my new approach, my new mindset, my new mentality. And tomorrow I'm going to get back on it. I'm going to find people to phone and enjoy the process of doing it. And I will be back here tomorrow, and I'm not going to stop at voicemails. I'm going to find somebody to actually speak to and have a proper conversation that's going to hopefully progress somewhere further. Anyway, I'll check in again tomorrow. Let you know how that goes. Bye for now.